Very glad to have you back. You're watching TVC News at 7. One of the accredited monitoring groups for the Edo governorship election says until electoral offenders are prosecuted and justice served, Nigeria will continue to experience malpractices in its conduct of elections. A non-governmental organization, Kimpact Development Initiative, charges INEC to come up with measures that will make vote buying less lucrative. TVC News correspondent Adisa reports.
It's less than 3 weeks to the governorship election in Ondo State. Last Saturday's polls in Edo State is still fresh in the memories of those who participated and indeed those of all Nigerians. As the countdown to Ondo election commences, lessons from the last exercise are the focus of this news conference. Having dispatched 40 election monitors across the 18 local governments of Edo State, this group takes stock, coming up with a number of recommendations for all concerned. Vote buying, pockets of violence, including ballot box snatching, late arrival of election materials in a number of polling units, and alleged intimidation of election observers are some of the incidents that cast a shadow on INEC's efforts.
It is important for the security agencies to remain impartial, fair, and ensure justice in the discharge of their duty during the upcoming October governorship election in Ondo State and future election.
The adherence to the no face mask, no voting INEC guideline were strictly adhered to at some polling unit, and so voters with no face mask were turned away by the INEC officials.
To improve on the forthcoming election in Ondo, the group makes a number of recommendations. One of them is the need for the immediate prosecution of electoral offenders after elections to serve as a deterrent.
2019 general election, over 1,542 election offenders were arrested by the police. Up to today, we are still waiting for people who are behind bars.
Voting should be made secret, that the voters are not able to show their ballot papers to the vote buyers.
Ahead of Ondo election, the need for the immediate prosecution of electoral offenders after elections to serve as a deterrent.
2019 general election, over 1,542 election offenders were arrested by the police. Up to today, we are still waiting for people who are behind bars.
Voting should be made secret, that the voters are not able to show their ballot papers to the vote buyers.
Ahead of Ondo election, the group urges political actors to ensure their followers desist from causing or being caused as instruments of violence in any part of the state.
As part of its recommendations, the election monitoring group urges INEC to conduct an independent assessment to be able to determine the best option available for improving the nation's voting system and the entire democratic process. Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.